Do you find that doesn't matter what your skill is, the most valuable thing we have is information
Yeah, information is huge.
and sharing it?
I mean, people are going to YouTube to look up how to change my oil. How do I do everything now? Oh, I looked on YouTube to find out how do I eat more raw food. Everything. People are going to YouTube because they want to see that. It's a great way to get information, and I'm still wrapping my head around it because it's funny. Like, oh, I was doing some research on YouTube, and I'm like, research on YouTube? But I guess so. You know, if people are putting their information out there, and it's a great way to put it out there and also absorb it.
What helped me understand the importance of videos was I used to be a sign painter. So I'd get an order, work with a customer, paint the sign, they'd come in, pay for it, leave, well, I'd have another sign. Now I do a YouTube video, I put it up, it can be up for 5 years, it's still drawing in people, and I can do another one. And the more I do, the thicker my library gets, and the more opportunity people have to see what I'm doing. And the same thing is true with the audience. The more you do, the more people can see what you're doing and gather that information. It's so powerful. It's changing the world.
It is. I always think of there'd always be Seinfeld reruns on TV. Like, man, these guys got it good. They're getting paid. They did the work once, but they keep on getting paid and paid and paid. And nowadays, it's the same thing with YouTube. You can make a video 3 years ago that people are still coming to your website. They're still buying stuff, or they're still viewing it. You're getting paid for the ads, and you're still sharing that message. It's incredible.
So what about getting your video from the camera to the computer, the processor?
Right. Well, you know Arnold, right? You know Arnold? He doesn't really know much about computers at all, but he can do it. He gets a camera, he sticks it in his computer, and you go on YouTube and you hit upload video, and you can just drag it from the camera right onto YouTube, or you can edit it. It just depends on how much time you want to spend on it, how much you want to learn about it. But there's different software for PC and Mac, and we can't go to it too in depth in this video about it, but you can go on YouTube and you can type in how to edit in Windows Movie Maker, how to edit in iMovie or Final Cut Pro or Premiere.
How to make an explosion. I mean, sound. You can get all kinds of sound and pull it in, and a lot of it is free. Some of it you have to pay for, but a lot of it is free, and it's awesome. It's a magical land out there once you really start getting into it. And actually, do you actually have to be in the video? Can't you just
have to be in the video? No. You can make a PowerPoint. That's a lot of the work that I do. Is actually people record their voice, and I use a program called Keynote, which is on Mac. It's the same thing as PowerPoint, basically. You put text on the screen and you put graphics, and you can animate it. And it's very simple to do. And it's a very effective way to communicate your message, because you see the words on the screen and you hear their voice, and it's almost hypnotic because you want to keep on watching it for some reason. And there's nobody on video there. So you can do that, or you can you can just record your screen if you're showing a tutorial of how to use a software or something like that. And you can do slideshows with pictures. Like some people, I'm sure, are going to be doing slideshows with just pictures of this event that we're at right now. And they can do a voiceover and put some music in it. And so if you really don't want to be on video, you don't have to be.
Yeah, it's an amazing field, and I think everybody who has a message and wants to get it out to people, and you're saying, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get this message out? You post one video, you have a worldwide audience. And people are watching your videos while you're sleeping. So that's how powerful video is.
Yeah, I love it.
And some will sit there. I had one video of a motivational speaker who was a friend of mine. And it sat there, Ed Skirk. And he's one of my vocal coaches. And I film his classes where he teaches people. And they're 4.5 hours. And then I take them back and get them all set for him. But I have this one video, he didn't want to do it, and I said, I'm going to do it, and I posted it to YouTube. Sat there for about 2 years. All of a sudden the thing exploded, and it's got over 60,000 hits now.
Whoa, that's cool.
And it's my highest video for hits. And he still says when he sees me, I can't believe it has 60,000 hits, but I really didn't want you to do that.
All right.
And it's actually, think of the videos as a section in a department store. I figured this out about the internet a long time ago. If you have products that you want to sell, you've written a book, you have a PDF file, or you have other videos, or whatever it is that you're doing, you want to get people from that video to that site. There's a little section down there called the description.
Right.
You just put the link to that in the description, and when you're doing your video, say, I have this cast iron frying pan. It's the greatest frying pan in the world, and if you want to know more about it, there's a link down below in the description, and then you go down and click on that
Right.
link, and it takes them to the next department. Now you might have something free there for them, or more information, and the thing is to get them from one section to another through your whole inventory of stuff, just like in a department store.
Right. And one thing to watch out for is you have to put it in the top of the description box. So
Yes.
it's not hidden, because people aren't really going to click the show more button a lot of times.
Yes.
So you want to have it at the very top, and also you want to have the HTTP in there as well. Because
Okay.
if you just have www, it's not clickable. You
Okay.
want to make sure it's clickable.
And it
Because
should
it's
be
not.
the very, very first thing.
I put it as the very first thing. Some people put a little arrow, say click here, but we put it as the very first thing
Okay.
before anything else.
Can you do more than one link? Let's say you had Facebook and...
You can, but I always like to just give the people pretty much one option. Say,
Okay.
go to this website, because as you add on more options for them, I think they're likely to, paralysis by analysis, they're not going to do
Yes.
anything. They're just going to sit there and maybe they'll wait for another video. If you give them a clear instruction, say, check this out, they're going to be more likely to do that than say, oh, you can go here, you can go here. Some people put 10 links in the thing. It's like, which one are you going to pick?
I actually have seen that, and I've had to go down to find the one I want to click on.
I just put one.
Yes. Okay. And in mine, I put one.
Right, that's a good idea.
So there was something else that you said right in there that I wanted to mention about, oh, I know what it was. So if I watch a video and that video ends, do I have to go find another one, or can I have another one of mine start playing again?
You can have it start playing in a playlist.
Okay.
Yeah.
A playlist.
So a playlist is pretty cool with YouTube, because you can make, so Megan, my girlfriend, who I do a lot of her videos, all her videos, she has a health channel, and she has a lot of recipe videos on there, but she also has informational videos where it's not a recipe. So we kind of separate the two of them into two different playlists. So if someone's watching a recipe video, we'll have last week's video autoplay right after that. But we usually have, the way that we do the videos is we have the recipe, and then the video will end, and right before the video ends, she always pitches her website, and everyone who watches her videos knows she's going to do that. So a way to get them from closing out the video before she has her pitch, where she says, hey, if you like this video, you can go to my website, check out my books. If they've already seen it 100 times, they're not going to want to watch it. They're going to close out the video. So what we do is we say the pitch, the video ends, and then we have a blooper come up. So everyone will always sit through her telling them to go to their website, which is a great way to keep them on there, even though we still have the same pitch as last week. It's a little different. We have a little blooper, and then we have a few seconds at the end where it says her website and a little subscribe button, and that's all we have. So we don't have it go autoplay. As soon as the video's over, it doesn't autoplay the next one, because we want people to go to the website and to subscribe to our channel. But after all that, if they're still sitting there, then another video of hers is going to autoplay.
Okay.
And the other great thing that's really cool about playlists is on YouTube, when you are subscribed to someone's channel, there's the news feed now on the YouTube homepage. And so say you posted a video last Wednesday, and someone signs on, they watch it, and then they sign on to YouTube a few days later, you're not going to be in the newsfeed anymore, because you posted a video a few days ago, and you're not going to post one for another couple days. What you can do is you can add a video to one of your previous playlists, and that will show up in their newsfeed. So even a video that you did a year ago, you can be like, ooh, I'm going to add this to one of my playlists. And it will say, Joey Borden added this video to a playlist, and it'll be right in the newsfeed, and someone will want to click it. You know, most people haven't seen all your videos. So that's a great way to get in front of someone's face again, is just by adding one of your videos to a previous or a new playlist.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else?
Also, if you have this is in your YouTube settings, but you can have your comments show up in people's news feeds as well. So you want to get in people's news feeds as much as possible on YouTube, so people are clicking your videos. And one way is with comments or likes or adding playlists, and that's all in YouTube settings to make it public so people can see what you're doing.
Okay.